Hello, I'm live now. So, hello everyone. My name is Ronke Odewumi, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, if you're somebody who's just stumbled on the Bulletproof Life and this is your first time on my channel, you're welcome. I'm delighted to have you here. On this channel, I talk about money, budgeting, saving, investing, everything you need to do to take you to a bulletproof life, to make your life bulletproof, to secure your life and keep you safe from financial failures and setbacks. So I do everything that's got to do with that Bulletproof Life program, which I created. So on here today, I'm going to be talking about money as usual, but I'm going to be talking about it from an investing perspective. I'm going to be talking about finding your why, why you should invest, why you should grow wealth, why you should save, why you should budget, why should you do any of that. So I'm going to be talking about that, finding your why. I'm also going to be sharing with you today 10 assets that will make you rich, 10 assets that you can invest your money in to make you rich. One of the things I talk about a lot in my investing masterclasses, which I run every other month, is that you should diversify your investments. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 different investments that you can make, 10 different assets that you can buy to grow wealth. So that's what we're doing here today. And I'm doing this at this time because it's lunchtime and I want to hang out with you guys. So we're doing this together. So we're sort of hanging out while you eat your lunch. My assumption is that you're somebody who eats lunch between the hours of 12 noon, 1 p.m., or between the hours of 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. thereabouts, which is why I'm here now to hang out with you as you eat your lunch. So if any comments, type them for me in the type box and I will respond to you as much as possible so that we can make this an interactive section for all of us as we hang out during our lunchtime. So we are doing a Thursday hangout today. So instead of me uploading a video for you to just watch, which is what I normally do on Mondays and Thursdays. So instead of just uploading the video, which you can watch today, I'm just going to chat with you. I'm going to hang out with you while you eat your lunch. And if you're eating anything interesting, please tell me in the chat box, make my mouth water, make me think about what you're eating, share with me. I've not brought my lunch here because I don't want to chew on screen, but I'm having a drink as I eat lunch, as I watch you eat lunch, as I talk you through your lunch. So let me get started by talking about finding your why. A few years ago, I started reading books that are not fiction. As you might know, I've written a book that's fiction. I've published a book that's a work of fiction, The Lost Khaki Girls. And normally I'm somebody who reads a lot of fiction. But in the last few years, I've started reading non-fiction books, and I've found quite a few of them really enlightening, really educating, and all of that. And there's a book I read quite recently called Start With Why. And it was a book that I really enjoyed. So if there's a book you're thinking of reading, or if you're thinking of what to read in the next few weeks or next few months, Start With Why by Simon Sinek is a really good book for you to read. So I read the book Start With Why, and it got me thinking about finding your why on your financial journey. And a lot of people start the financial journey with how I'm going to grow wealth, how I'm going to become richer, how I'm going to live my best life. But that is not the right place to start. The right place to start your financial journey is your why. Why do you want to grow wealth? Why do you want to save? Why do you want to budget? Why should you save? Why should you budget? Why should you invest? So if you're somebody who has started with your how instead of your why, and you're here thinking, why am I talking about why now? What does Ronke mean? Your why is why you're saving. And I'm going to give you about 5 or 6 reasons why you should save, why you should budget, why you should invest. Because if you don't have a why, if you don't know your why, it makes it harder for you to stick with the plan. It makes it harder for you to want to save or budget or invest. Like, why should I? I'm just going to YOLO because you only live once. So why should I save? Why should I budget? Why should I invest? So that's why in this chat we are having this lunchtime hangout we are having today, I'm going to be giving you your whys, the reasons why you should budget, the reasons why you should save. Those days when it becomes difficult for you to save, those days when it feels like, let me just swipe my card and enjoy my life and do the sales and eat in that posh restaurant I've been dreaming about. Let me just live my best life. I want you to remember these whys, because these things are the reason why you budget and save. And the first why is that you, as a person, you deserve opportunities. You deserve wealth. Feel deserving of wealth. If you save and invest yourself into wealth, it's because you deserve it. A lot of us have this mindset that some people are rich and some people are poor, and we are just somewhere. We're just somewhere. We're surviving. But that's not what you deserve. You need to believe in yourself that you deserve wealth. That the people who have wealth, they don't have two heads. The people who have wealth, they were born exactly as they were born, conceived, labored, and birthed. So you as a person, you deserve wealth. That is your first reason for saving, budgeting, and investing, because you deserve wealth. And so you deserve the outcome of that investment. The second why is that you deserve retirement years that are good. You deserve to spend your 70s, your 60s, your 80s balling. You deserve at that point to be able to go on holiday if you want, to be able to spoil your grandchildren if you want, to be able to downsize your house, to be able to buy yourself the best healthcare from the best doctors, because you've spent your younger years working hard, budgeting, and saving. So your second why is because you deserve a retirement that is good. I'm giving you two whys now. The first one is that you're deserving of wealth, and the second one is that you deserve a retirement that is good. The third reason why you should budget, save, and invest is that you deserve for your dreams to come true. You deserve it. You deserve for your dreams to come true. And one thing that will make your dreams come true is when you have savings, is when you have budgeted, is when you have invested. Um, so, and if you don't save, when it's time for you to invest in your dreams, you won't be able to. And that's why you need to budget, save, and invest, because you deserve to have your dreams come true. Your dreams need money to make them come true. You need to have money to be able to make those dreams come true. And so the third reason why you should budget, save, and invest is that you deserve um, to make your dreams come true. You deserve for your dreams to come true. A lot of us have dreams and we can't make them come true because there's no money. You can't make them come true because you have a good idea. You can't invest in it. You can't pay a developer to build the app that you dreamt of, to build the book, to build the company that you want to do. You don't have the money to buy stock to retail the things you want to retail, to become the retailer you want to become. You don't have the money to publish the book you wrote. And that's because you have not budgeted and saved yourself into a place where your dreams can come true. So the third reason why you should budget, save, and invest is to make your dreams come true. The fourth one is you can be who and what you want to be. When you budget and you save and you invest, it allows you to be the person you want to be. It allows you to become an author, become an entrepreneur, to become a businessman, become a businesswoman. It is your investment that makes you a property mogul. When they call somebody a property mogul, it's not because they woke up one day and people just started calling them property moguls. No, it's because they've saved and invested themselves into a place where they are who and what they want to be. So your number 4 why is that you deserve to be who and what you want to be. That person you want to be in your heart, you can do it with your money. You can budget, save, and invest yourself into becoming who and what you want to be. The fifth why is that you can help the people you love to make their dreams come true. You can help the people you love to become the best version of themselves. So when you budget, save, and invest, you also become somebody who empowers other people. You have the money to empower them. You have the ability to say, I'm here for you. Sometimes you don't even have to give people money. Sometimes people just want you to be a bank statement. Just be a bank statement to say, if anything goes wrong, bank statement. This person needs a visa, bank statement. This person wants somebody to be able to say, I have the qualifications, so I can do a referee for you. So this person can go off and chase their dreams. The reason why you have those qualifications is because you saved up and you invested in yourself. So if you invest in yourself, it puts you in a position to also mentor younger people. It puts you in a position to mentor people who are not necessarily younger, but who need the skills that you have. So investing in yourself also allows you to then help the people you love, the people you care about, to be the best of themselves, to achieve their dreams, to be who they want to be. So I've given you 5 whys now, 5 reasons why you should budget, why you should save, why you should invest. Remember, the first one is that you deserve wealth. That's the first reason why you should save. The second one is that you deserve a retirement that is good. The third one is that you deserve to make your dreams come true. Number 4 is that you deserve to be who and what you want to be. And number 5 is that you want to be in a position to help the people you love to be who they want to be the best they want to be. Yes, to be valued. Yes, you deserve to be who you want to be, and you deserve to be valued. You deserve to have good value put on yourself, by yourself and by other people. So I've given you 5 whys why you should budget, save, and invest. So the next time that urge to spend your savings in a way that's not right comes to your mind, think of these 5 whys. The next time you get paid, and you're going to get paid in a few days, 25th, a lot of us are going to, we are all going to get paid this week, almost all of us. And the moment that money comes in and you're thinking of not saving, you just want to go ahead and start doing YOLO. You want to think about the whys. Your why is what is going to keep your feet on the ground and help you to achieve your financial freedom and continue the journey on that journey to financial freedom, even when it feels hard. So once you've got your why down, the second thing you need to get down is your how. So, like I said before, your payday is coming. Like I said before, a lot of people put their what and how before the why. They just go into, what they're doing, this is what I want to do, this is how I want to do it, without starting with why. They just go into the what and the how. And the right order is for the why to come first, because the why keeps you grounded. And then you go into the how. How do you then achieve the whys? How do you go about achieving the whys? How do you get yourself doing the how? How do you get yourself achieving the whys we just talked about? And there are very simple steps. There are just about 5 or 6 things that build into the why. And I've been talking about them already. And the first one is budgeting. You need to budget your money monthly. There is no trick to it. There is no other way to it. You need to budget. You need to know what's coming in and what's going out. You need to know what you have, how you're going to spend it, what you're going to spend it on, what you can afford and what you cannot afford at any point in time. If you tap me at any point in time and ask me if I can afford something at this point, something that's £50, £100, I can tell you off the top of my head, I can afford it this month. I can't afford it this month. It's going to be next month. And it's good, or I can never afford it. Just forget it. I can't afford it this year. So the first thing you need to do is to budget. That's the first how. That is the first how to achieve your why that we talked about before, is to budget. The second one is to save before you spend. Payday is coming again, like I said before. You need to save before you spend. You need to put away your savings, whether it's 10%, whether it's 20%, you need to put it away. You need to spend less than you earn. You can't earn 5,000 and make a budget of 7,000. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It means that you're already planning to live in debt. And you need to drop the idea of, I need to buy all those things. That 7,000 is just my 7,000. It's a lie. You have to find a way to live within your means and spend less than you earn. So that's the third thing. You need to spend less than you earn. The next thing is to invest consistently and continuously. Invest consistently, invest continuously. When you take out your savings, take out the money you want to invest and put it aside. Whether you're investing in stocks and shares, whether you're investing in property, whether you are investing in mutual funds, whether you're investing in gold, you need to be investing every month. If you don't have enough to start investing right away, start putting it away, save up first, save up, and then move into the realm of investing. Drop the idea that investing is for the rich. It's not for the rich. The rich are getting richer because a lot of us have left them to get richer. We have left them to go after the investing part of life, and we have stayed with the spending, the consumption, and we are consuming and consuming and consuming instead of investing, instead of saving, instead of doing those things that will help us build wealth. And the reason why is because we don't know our why. We don't know why we need to do it. We don't know. I mean, there's no justification. Why am I saving? What's the point? What do I need it for? Which is why we started off with our why, and we've gone on to our how. Now, the why is yours to own. You as a person need to own your why. You need to know your why. You need to take responsibility for your how. And I'm here as your financial coach, as Ronke, who likes to talk about money and hold you accountable, to support you to achieve your how, to support you to do the how. So one other thing that you need as somebody on a financial journey is that you need a fan, you need a follower, you need somebody on that journey of how who is going to help you. They always say that a lot of the big companies, they have somebody who is driving the how. They have a support system. Steve Jobs had a support system. A lot of Bill Gates had a support system. A lot of these people, they have their support system, and they have that person who holds them accountable, who reminds them of how that they are doing to achieve their why. And I'm here to tell you that I am that person for you. I am that accountability partner for you. Even though sometimes I will say things you don't like, I will say things that are harsh to you, and you're thinking, Ronke is just judging me. Ronke won't let me spend. Ronke is just there. She won't allow me to swipe my cards. But I'm here to say that it's because I believe in you. I believe in your ability to grow wealth. Because if you grow wealth, and if everybody who's listening or watching to my videos, or everybody who comes to my channel to listen to my channel, if you all grow wealth, it's a ripple effect. It will impact me. It will impact my children. Your wealth and your children's wealth will impact my children. It will impact our bigger community as a whole. So me needing you to grow wealth is because I want us to improve the communities we are in. So that's why I'm always on your case. I'm always here banking on. I'm always making those videos on Instagram, asking you guys to not spend anyhow, to save, to invest. And it's because I believe in your ability to grow wealth. So that how that I just told you about is yours to take responsibility of. You need to know your why. You need to take responsibility of your how. And I'm here on this journey to help you achieve your how. The third thing, the third step is your what. And that step is for you to say, what am I investing in? What am I doing to get income? What am I then doing to bring that income in that I'm going to budget, I'm going to save, I'm going to invest? Because I'm talking about budgeting, saving, and investing. But if you don't have an income, if you don't have a job, how will you budget? How will you save? How will you invest? What will you invest? There won't be anything to invest. In fact, you'll go into debt. So the third step is for you to know your what. What job are you doing? Does your CV stand out? How long have you been in this job? Is it time for progression? Are you talking to your boss about a progression? Are you aware that you are deserving of a promotion? It's okay for you to ask for a pay rise. People are changing jobs. People are asking for pay rises. It's okay for you as a person to ask for a pay rise. It's okay for you to put yourself in place for a promotion, to create a promotion plan. What will get me promoted in the next 6 months? What can get me promoted in the next 1 year? Sit down with your managers or your manager and ask them, what will get me promoted in the next 1 year? What do I need to do? It's a valid question. What do I need to do to get me promoted? What do I need to do to satisfy promotion requirements? What are the KPIs? What are the performance measures that I need to follow to get me promoted? If you want to change jobs, how does your CV look? Do you know that I do CV updating? Have you asked me to review your CV for you? Ask me to review your CV. Let me look at your CV for you. Get your CV updated. Put your CV out there. You can speak to me. You can speak to Moji Obazoye. Moji Obazoye is on YouTube and she's also on Instagram. She's an HR expert and she does great CVs. Have you thought about that? Make your CV stand out. Or is your CV full of fluff? Will I read your CV and I'm looking at it like, what can this person do? I have no idea. I interview people regularly at work and I know why I fail them. I know why I pass on people. Does your CV stand out? Does it tell me that you are efficient and you're going to add value to the team? So you need to think about how you can increase your income, how you can have an income. Have a side also. Do you have a side also? Or are you just on one income, managing it, living on it, stretching it? There's only so much you can stretch your income. And I know I tell you to budget, I tell you to save, I tell you to live within your means. I talk about the fact that I live a minimalist life and I try not to do purchases. I'm the queen of returns. If I buy something and by the time it arrives, I realize that, okay, no, you don't need this thing, I will return it. If I find that I bought something and after I bought it, it's not my size or it's not the appropriate one, or I think, circumstances have moved beyond it, I'm going to immediately return it. If I can't return it, I'm selling it. So I know I say all of these things about, living within your means. But if your income is low, if your income is genuinely low, it's harder for you to live within it. It's harder for you to save and invest out of that low income, which is why you need to start looking at a second income. You need to start looking at a side hustle. Everybody should have a side hustle. You need a backup income because things can go wrong anytime. If these last 2 years have taught us anything, is that surprises happen. Surprises happen. So you need to have that side hustle. I've done a video on YouTube where I talked about different side hustles that you can have. And we're in the kind of system or the kind of world we live in now where a lot of things are virtual. You can have virtual jobs. You can have employees and employers that you've never seen. You can take a role where everything you need to do is online. And that's why we have platforms like Fiverr. That's why you have platforms like Upwork where you can register and you can take up work and you can do it. Think about skills that you can sell. Are you good at editing? Are you good at voiceovers? If you're not good at those things, go and learn them. We are way past that time where you just say, oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know. There's nobody to teach. Because there's Udemy. There's Udemy platform that teaches courses. There's YouTube for learning things. There's literally, I can't think of anything that somebody hasn't made a video of or video for on YouTube. And if somebody hasn't made a video for something or a particular sector, a particular thing that you think you want, maybe that's your niche. Maybe that's what you need to do. Start making those videos. But the point I'm trying to make is there's no excuse for not having a side hustle, for not having a second income, for not trying to do something to improve how much you earn so that you can budget, save, and invest. So that's your what. What are you doing to earn? What are you doing to increase your income? What are you doing to bring yourself more money so that you can invest? What are you doing to grow wealth? What are the actions you are doing now that you know your how? What are the things that are going to fuel your how? So I've told you 3 things now: the why, the how, and the what. And this whole video, this whole section of this video is premised on the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek, where he talks about why, how, and what, and how exemplary visionary leaders always go from a why, how, what journey cycle, and they don't put the what or the how or before the why. They start with the why, they go into the how, and they finish with the what. So that is this part of the video for finding your why. The second part of this video, which I wanted to talk about, is 10 assets that will make you rich. So these 10 assets, they fit into the what part of this conversation, because I just talked about what are you doing to grow wealth. So I'm going to give you the things you can do to grow wealth in terms of assets. What can you put your money to? So now that you have the money, what can you put it to? What can you invest your money in? And the first thing is my standard favorite, is something I talk about a lot. It's something I believe very much in. I think because I was raised by somebody who invested exceedingly in those things, and they paid off when he needed it. So I'm a big fan of that. And that thing is stocks and shares. That is the first thing. That is the first asset that will make you rich. That is the first asset you need to put your money to, and it's stocks and shares. If you're not buying stocks and shares, you need to get on it. You need to watch all my investing videos, because that's literally all I talk about on those investing videos. Stocks and shares, how you can purchase them, the platforms you can buy them from, how you can buy them with very little money, how to choose your stocks and shares. I've done a video on growth stocks to buy. I've got a video planned for defensive stocks to buy. If that's something you are interested in, please comment. Let me know that you want me to make that video, because stocks and investing videos are quite hard to make because I've got to get my data right and all of that. So stocks and shares are the first assets that I think you should put your money to if you want to grow wealth. The second one is mutual and index funds. Mutual and index funds are very much like stocks and assets, stocks and shares, except that somebody else is putting all your money into different baskets. So if you buy stocks and shares, for example, you'll be buying the stocks and shares of Amazon and then Facebook and then Stripe or PayPal or EasyJet. I want to buy this stock. So you're buying the stocks and shares of specific companies when you buy stocks and shares, and you become a fractional owner of that company. But when you buy mutual funds and index funds, you are basically putting your money into a fund that's managed by a fund manager who puts your money into different stocks and shares. So they spread your money out a bit. So instead of your £5,000 all going to buy Amazon shares, and you get like three units or 5 units of Amazon shares, with mutual funds, if you put in £5,000 or index funds, you become part owner of 60 different shares or 70 different stocks and shares, simply because your money is spread across all of those places, and it just lowers your risk. That's just it. So your money is still going to equity. But the thing with mutual funds and index funds is that they can spread your money. Sorry, guys. They can spread your money between stocks and shares and bonds. And that's the third thing I want to talk about, bonds. So a third thing you can invest your money in is bonds. Now, bonds are much safer than stocks and shares. So if you're someone that has low risk appetite, then you want to put some of your money to bonds and not everything to stocks and shares, which is called equity. So you want to put some of your money to bonds so that you can have a mix of bonds and stocks and shares. If you go on some investment platforms like Vanguard, they have funds where they talk about 80% equity, 20% bonds. It's just to show you that 80% of your money is going to go to stocks and shares, and then 20% of that is going to go to bonds. So I've given you 3 things to put your money to now to grow wealth. The first one is real estate. And when I say real estate, I mean property. I mean, you investing your money to buy property, you investing your money to buy a buy-to-let property, a property that you can let out, and you can become a landlord. And the beauty of that property is that when you buy it, your tenant is basically the one paying your mortgage, largely, because their rent will pay your mortgage. So you're going to end up owning a property that you haven't, that's been paid off by somebody else. So you get a deposit, which usually like 25% or 30% deposit is what you need to get a buy-to-let mortgage. And you then go ahead and get your mortgage and try and get a principal and interest mortgage so that your tenant is actually paying it off. Because if you get an interest-only mortgage, your tenant will be paying off your mortgage because your mortgage is not being paid off. You're only paying the interest. But when you get a principal and interest mortgage, then your tenant is going to be paying off your mortgage, which is fantastic. And then the property is going to be increasing in value as time goes, because land, which your property is built on, is a finite resource. And because it's a finite resource, that's what makes it premium. It continues to increase in value as population of the world increases. The population is spreading out. We need more space. We need more places to live in. So land increases in value, and automatically the property on top of that land increases in value. And that's why property is a good investment. The other one, also like property, is land for agriculture. So you can buy land, which you can lease out to farmers. And it's a fantastic investment because human beings, we have to eat. We have to eat. And agriculture has become the future of the world as it's becoming more mechanized, especially in Africa, in countries like Nigeria. Land for agriculture is a great investment because you're not going to do anything. The farmers will pay you every year to farm on your land, and you simply just collect your money and you keep going. And the beauty of that is that you don't have to do any house repairs for the farmers. You don't have to do any house maintenance that you would do if it was a buy-to-let property. So it's a low maintenance investment. You don't really have to do anything. The farmers just pay you to have that, to rent your land year in, year out. And you pocket your money, and your land, while they are paying to rent it, continues to increase in value. So land is another thing that will make you rich in any country where you are, because again, land is a finite resource. The other thing that will make you rich, another asset, which I think this one is a lot of women will like. Hi, hello. A lot of women would like is for you to buy commodities. And when you say commodities, I mean gold, silver, and precious stones. These are commodities. So I've got a few questions here. Would you get a bank loan to fund the deposit of your buy-to-let property? Absolutely, I would. A buy-to-let property is an asset. That's what I've said. It's an investment. So the loan you get to buy it is a good loan, is a good debt. So there are good debts and there are bad debts. Bad debts are things like credit cards or when you get a loan to buy a car, or you get a loan to renovate your kitchen. It's not a good debt because it's not an asset. You're not buying an asset with a car. Is not an asset. Or you get a loan to have a party. That's a horrible loan. That's a horrible kind of loan to get. Or you get a credit card and you live on it. That's a horrible loan. But if you get a loan to buy property, that's a good loan. And the thing that makes it a good loan is that you've taken money in exchange for you to buy an asset. The worst case scenario is that you will lose that asset, but you will not be impacted personally. So you will not be impacted in your own self, in that your income is going to be affected or anything. There's an asset, and the asset is expected to grow in value. So even if your loan has interest, as long as the interest is not higher than the expected growth rate of your assets, it's a good debt, because you will pay off the loan and you will still have your assets increasing in value around that loan. So yes, I would get a bank loan to fund the deposit of a buy-to-let property. As much as possible, though, it's important that you have skin in the game. So if you need a £50,000 deposit, don't go and get £50,000. That's the whole amount of the deposit, because that means you have a high loan. But if you can get loan to support whatever you have saved up to then get a buy-to-let property, that is a good kind of loan to get. So I talked about land for agriculture as the fifth thing that you should get as an asset. The other thing you should get is, I said, gold, silver, and precious stones. Now, these ones are also commodities. You can get them as actual gold, silver, and precious stones, but you can also get them as paper investments. So there are funds that when you buy them, your money is completely invested in gold, silver, and precious stones. You don't have to actually have the gold, silver. You just buy an index fund that is invested in gold, silver, and precious stones. So if you go to an investment platform, you will have something called exchange traded funds. Exchange traded funds are index funds that are invested in equities. They're invested in shares of different companies and track certain indexes. Now, you also have something called exchange traded commodities. And exchange traded commodities invest your money in commodities like gold, like silver, and like copper, like precious metals, and so on. So you can invest your money in gold, silver, and precious metals, either through exchange traded commodities or by actually buying gold bars, bullion bars, which you can buy from gold traders, registered gold traders. Make sure you're going through the registered platforms for buying gold. They have an association, a gold, precious metals, gold, something, commodities union or something, which they have a members list. Make sure that you're buying from a member on that list. I'm not just buying from somebody who says, I sell gold, and then boom, you go and buy gold from them. So gold, silver, and precious stones. You can also get your gold as jewelry. It does have value, but not as much as if you buy bullion gold or if you buy it as exchange traded commodities. The other thing you can invest your money in is intellectual property. Intellectual property is a gift that keeps on giving. If you're a good writer, write a book and put it out there. People will buy your book when you're sleeping. People will buy your book when you're not minding it. It's not an investment that requires you to stay on and do anything. People will buy your books, they will buy your intellectual property when you're not there. They would pay a license to use it repeatedly, or they will pay you royalties every time they make a purchase. Intellectual properties include books, it includes songs. Every time you play a song on Spotify, the songwriter, the song singer, the singer, they're getting payments, they're getting royalty. In addition to the fact that Spotify would need a license to play their songs. So the intellectual property is a big way to make money. Digital courses, offer digital courses. If you're somebody who knows how to create things, create it and patent them, put them out there. They will make you money, especially things that you can sell digitally. Those things will make you money. So intellectual property is yours for life, and it's something that will make you money. It's something that you can build to your children, to your children's children, and they are making money. I've seen. I was watching a program once, and they said somebody was a billionaire or something. And they said the person created maybe the ring they put around a coffee cup, and they have an empire now. Or somebody created something that we put in our phones, something that's part of our SIM card, or something that makes your phone click. Little things like that people create and they patent. Those things go on to make them billionaires, because every time you and I unknowingly purchase that's a product that includes their patent, they are getting paid. So intellectual property is a great way to grow wealth. The other one that a lot of us don't think about is brand and goodwill. Brand and goodwill is a big deal, especially now where we are on social media and people are influencers. People have brands, people are paid according to their brands. You put out a post, I put out a post. Imagine if I put out a post now and I say, oh, you have to pay me £10,000 for me to put out that post and mention your name. There are lots of companies about look at me and go like, is she mad? Is something wrong with her? What's wrong with this lady? But if somebody who has a brand name, who probably has 10 million followers on YouTube, or someone like Beyonce wants to put out a post and mention your company, millions of companies will pay good money for her to even mention them. So there are people who would pay money for her to just wear their blouse or wear to carry their bags simply because they know that that brand is going to create wealth, is going to bring them wealth. So you as a person, you can create your own brand, you can brand yourself and guard that brand carefully and use it to gain wealth. So your brand and your goodwill, if you're somebody who's big on Instagram or good on social media, or you're a musician or you're a tech person, whatever you do, whatever field you are in, you have a brand, and that brand can earn you money. Even in the workplace, in the corporate space, if you build a brand as somebody who delivers a particular kind of skill, employers will seek you out, companies will seek you out to pay you so that you can use that skill for their benefit. So your brand and goodwill is something that you really, really need to understand as a source of wealth. The other one is skills and knowledge, which is a little bit similar to brand and goodwill in the sense that you can build your brand around your skills and knowledge, but your skills and knowledge can make you wealth. I'm sitting here today because I have certain skills and knowledge, which I'm sharing with you, which can make me wealth, which can grow wealth for me at some point. It's not growing me wealth yet because you guys are not getting me monetized yet. But anyway, skills and knowledge can grow you wealth. Skills and knowledge are the things that we are selling in the workplace. A lot of us are employed, and it's not like we go to work and they ask us to do manual labor. We don't do manual labor. We sit down in front of laptops and use our skills and knowledge to earn money. And every month we get paid. I mean, we're going to get paid at the end of the month. We're going to get paid this week because we've used our skills and knowledge to gain wealth, to create an income. So skills and knowledge is an asset that you can use to create knowledge, which is why you need to think about how you can increase your skills, how you can increase your knowledge, what books you can read, what courses you can take, who you can circulate around, who's in your circle to help you increase your skills and your knowledge, because that is a sure pathway to wealth. The last asset that can make you wealth, which even though I've not been investing in, I do know very well that it can make you wealth because it's turned a lot of people into millionaires, is Bitcoin. I was talking to a senior colleague a few days ago, and he mentioned to me that he has a friend who invested in Bitcoin a little over 15 years ago or 10 years ago. And this guy now has become a multimillionaire. He sold his Bitcoin investments when he went up at a ridiculous price in January, which I made a video about. I did one apropos video about it where I talked about my views on how Bitcoin has gone up and all of that. So check out that video on my channel. So this guy sold his Bitcoin investment, and because he's a multimillionaire, he moved out of his house, bought a bigger house, moved into a rural area, bought a massive house, yanked his children out of state school, put them into private schools, bought nice cars, and quality of life just changed for this person, and simply because they invested in Bitcoin. So even though I'm not a crazy fan of Bitcoin because of how volatile it is and how you can easily lose money, Bitcoin is definitely an asset that can grow you wealth if you buy a dip. So if Bitcoin dips in the next few months, which it can, because Bitcoin, it goes up and down and just does whatever it likes because it has a life of its own. If Bitcoin dips, you can definitely get onto Bitcoin and buy some Bitcoin with cautiousness. And you can lose all the money you are putting in. Have to say that to you. You can lose all the money you put into Bitcoin because nobody can really predict why Bitcoin rises the way it rises or why it drops or what is going on. It's a digital form of currency. We can't predict Bitcoin. But definitely, if you are thinking about it, to invest in Bitcoin, put some money into it with the consciousness that you might lose it, but at the same time, it can grow you wealth. Every one of the assets I've shared with you today have risk. Every investment has risk. And of course, I'm sharing with you my opinion. It's not something that's written or set in stone somewhere, or somebody has given me some insider information. No, it's not insider information. I'm just here to share my opinion based on my knowledge and experience that these 10 assets can make you rich. And so that brings me to the end largely of this video. It's been about 40 minutes now. So I know that you guys have probably eaten your lunch and you've enjoyed yourselves and had a good time. So if you enjoyed this video, if this is something you would like me to do every Thursday, instead of uploading a video, if you would like to come and hang out with me on a Thursday, instead of me putting up a video, then we can do lunch together. And maybe the next Thursday, I'm actually going to have lunch here and I'm actually going to eat lunch with you guys, and you guys can tell me what you're eating, and I can tell you what I'm having for lunch. I've not seen anybody tell me what they're having for lunch yet, but please feel free to type it in. If you watch this video after we've gone live, if you watch it much later on, feel free to still drop me a comment. I will come back to you. I will answer your questions. It's been lovely hanging out with you guys, doing lunch with you guys. I really appreciate you. Really glad that you're here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, girls, guys, why? Come on, subscribe. Join this bulletproof community. Let's do this together. We're having fun here. We're building wealth. We're growing wealth. We are doing things together. So subscribe. Please don't forget to like this video. If you like it a lot, YouTube will share it with a lot of other people, and more people will watch it, and more people can join this community. And maybe your girl will get monetized soon. Who knows? So that's that. Please, please, please subscribe, root for me. Let's do this together. If there are topics, oh, you're having a smoothie. Oh, somebody's having a smoothie. What's in your smoothie? Please tell us. Tell us what's in your smoothie. I like smoothies. Even though I like to have them as breakfast instead of lunch. But nice smoothie. Very healthy, I hope. So yeah. So guys, nice hanging out with you. Thank you very much for coming along at short notice. I just decided to do this morning at short notice to hang out with me. It's been a delight hanging out with you. If you want me to do this again on another Thursday or maybe every Thursday, drop me a comment. There are topics you want me to talk about that I haven't talked about on my channel because you watch my videos and you haven't heard me talk about it. Make sure that you watch my videos and you know that I haven't talked about this thing. Drop me a comment, let me know, and I will run up a topic for you, a conversation for you on that topic. Until my next video, which is going to be on Monday, you guys take care of yourself and have a lovely, lovely, lovely weekend. And you take care of yourself. Bye-bye.